Hi there, this is Creating Junk Journals with Mary Lou, and my name is Mary Lou. Today we are going to make tags and some labels, maybe some labels, but right now I have some prototypes. So I've made them out of the Gothic architecture kit from Seven Plaza. Margaret is so fantastic that she has made a beautiful kit where there's so much we can do with it. Look at this, like I've put leather on it. Same on these, I've added leather to it and some not gauze. It's not really tulle, it's more of a netting kind of thing. This one I've put some leather over top. This one I added some lace. And then I made a couple of pockets out of it with a little bit of twine and some lace. Very simple. Here, a little lace, what are they called? I will think of it. Name escapes me. So I've made these. I'll put them aside. And I have made some labels also out of the kit. These are all from inspiration from Seven Plaza. She makes the most amazing labels. I have quite a few, so I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. I do want to make some tags. So from the Gothic architecture kit, I have 2 of these left over. I've already used all of the other ones. Then I have printed this one. Look how beautiful those tags are. All I have to do is cut them out, back them with something, add a little leather probably to make this work. Maybe add a little lace to it, ink it, and ta-da, done. You can see I printed it on the back of that. So I'm going to reinforce it with something because it's on 30 pound paper, which is sturdier than regular copy paper, but it does need to be a little sturdier for tags. This I printed on a light cardstock, and then my ink ran out. You can see it right here, but I can use this one for sure to do something with. And if I put the 2 together, then maybe it'll be strong enough that I don't have to do anything else with it. And then I can put some leather on here just to make it leather on one side and then the design on another. And then if I go around it with glossy accents, I think I can do something with this. And then I have this one that I printed twice. One's on the 30 pound paper, one's on a light cardstock, and I'm going to put them on back to back. As you can see, I printed them in reverse image. So I can put them together like that, and then I have them to the front and the back. Don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but stay tuned. All right, if you are watching this, that means that through the power of video and my incredible editing skills, I have finally figured out how to do that. So I cut these, and remember that was the ones where I had done it in mirror image, and of course I didn't glue them properly, so I had to cut bits and pieces off the ends. So make sure that you do it like this. You cut them out first and then glue them together, because that way you get a better design on both sides. So I'm just going to put the glue on and glue this together while you're watching. And now we're just going to make sure that they're completely lined up so that we have a beautiful tag. I think I did somewhat okay. I don't know if it's completely lining up, but it's better than the other one. Okay, let's just fix the edges a little bit. There we go. There we go. That's a little better. Once I ink it, you can't see it anymore anyway. So there we go. I've got 2 of these. I've got 2 of these. I have this one that I backed to each other. So this is the good side, this is the not so good side. And then I have 2 of these that I backed with paper that I had dyed with Easter egg dye and onion skins. And I love how that came out. So that's, I thought it would be a cool, different tag. So I'm going to start with these 2 because they're going to be fairly simple. I don't want to do a whole lot with them. I just want to put a piece of leather right there, and then we're going to call it done. And I'll ink around them. Let's ink first. Oh my goodness. Oh no, it's doing fairly well. All right. I like the heavier ink around things sometimes not so much, but for this kit I like the darker ink around it. I'm just making sure that all the edges are completely covered so that you don't see the white edges and it looks more real and more vintage. Let's quickly do this, and then we can cut a piece of leather. And I have come up with a different idea for the other ones. Piece of leather right here. I think I want to use this color on here. I may need to take one of these as a template. It's okay, I can reprint it. There we go. Let me move my chair a little closer so that I'm not moving out of sight. Okay. That looks pretty good. I'll show you. So we're just going to put this over here and then like that. And I'm actually going to cut these pieces off so that you can't see them. So I'm going to go like that, put this on here. I'm going to cut it just a little neater. Here. And then we'll put it on here. And then like that. And then we have it on the back and on the front, and we've now turned it into a for real leather piece. I need to use my 3-in-1 glue. If it wants to, if it feels like it. Maybe it doesn't want to. Come on, baby. Here we go. clogged at the top. Right there. And stick it on there. Here we go. And then not much. On the other side, and I'm holding down on it pretty solid so that it's going to adhere a little bit better. And then we're just going to put this on like so. I am pretty helpless with my left hand, so why I'm doing that with my left hand, I'm not sure, but I'm holding the glue in my right hand. There we go. Let's try that again. Just going to cover this up. Grab our little template. Do we want to use a different color on this one? Would this be wide enough? Yeah, it'll work, especially because we're cutting that one side off. No, it doesn't work because it's not wide enough. Do I want to use this one or this one? Let's go with this one. There we go. This is more of a suede leather, and they're just like leather patches that you can buy to repair things with. They're perfect. I got them on sale a little while ago when I decided that I was going to work with this kit, and I found the patches on sale, and I was thinking, well, that is going to be perfect to use. There we go. That will fit. So I'm going to cut this piece off. Grab my 3-in-1 glue again. And once again, we will use the left hand. Turn it over. Oh, I made a mess. That's all right. Once it's all on there, you won't be able to see it anyway. Go. Turn this over and attach it like so. Now, what do you think? We have 2 of the tags, and they are pretty top heavy. But what I want to do is actually, I'm not going to use them as tags probably. I'll probably use them on the side of my page. So if this is my page, I'm just going to glue them on there like that. And they can be little tucks or something like that. And then you can use them as tabs. I thought they were very, very cute to do like that. I have to think about if I want to poke a hole in here and put an eyelet in. But I kind of want like more grommet style eyelet, or yeah, like I want a little bit bigger, and I don't have that. So I'm going to have to wait for a little bit until I get a chance to go to the store and buy those. So we'll put those aside. And then we have these, same thing. This is going to need a larger grommet type of thing. So I'm going to have to go to the store and get that. I'm going to start by inking around here. On the good side, probably. And I think I have fabric that I want to use for part of the cover of the book or the journal, and I think I want to put that on the back of this tag. There we go. It wasn't smooth. Sure that you can't see the white edges. All right, so I have this fabric, which is going to be on the journal, on the front of the journal. So I can either use this one, or I can use this, which I've already used in pieces of the journal, or of the ephemera, so that would look very pretty. Or I have this stripe that I could also use to back this with. I may go with this one. It looks luxurious. Or I can put denim on there. Oh, I have a piece of denim too that I can put on there. That would be, I think I like that the best. So what I'm going to do with this, I have fabric glue, and it's Fabric Fusion. It is super strong. So that is what I'm going to use to glue this to the fabric. This is probably, oh no, this one is good. This is very thin glue, but it works really well. I have done a couple of journals with this, with using fabric on the front, and it is, once it's stuck, it's stuck. It's not going to come off at all. You can see how it's dissolving the ink for the print from the printer, but that's okay. This is the wrong side anyway. We won't be able to see it. I'm making sure that every piece, that there's lots and lots of glue on here. Okay. Let's turn this over, put it onto the denim. This is just an old pair of jeans that I had that I don't wear anymore. Okay, and then we're going to use the spreader and just go over it and make sure that it is very well attached to the fabric, and that we're not dissolving the front of the tag. Turn it around. I think we got it. I will sew around it too, so that it is really stuck, but this can dry for a little while. So then I have just these two I have to clean my my table. It's a little grungy. So I have the 2 tags that I want to do something with. These 2, I'm going to start by putting a hole in there. And I think these are just going to be very simple as well. I am just going to cut holes, put eyelets in. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Whoop. And that makes 4. Of course, the paper doesn't want to come out. It does that every now and again. There it is. So now I have to figure out, I think I want to use the gold eyelets again because they're super easy to use. 1, 2, 3. That's funny. I don't know. I think this one came out of the neighbor kit. There we go. Let's ink around these. Make the edges a little nicer. You can hide a lot of imperfections with a little ink. One, 2. And because I've done the other ones already pretty elaborate, I'm not sure if I want to do anything fancy with these. But at the same time, still have some fabric that I would like to use. So I may just use some of this on the back of these. That would look very nice. So I think this is just sample fabric. This was sent to me in a Happy Mail. So I'm going to glue this down. Like that. I'm not sure if I want to do both with this. Oh, this seeps through. I'm not sure if I like that. Well, thankfully this is a pretty simple tab, so let's just carry on. It's not even sticking to it. Let's just see what will happen with it. We'll make it work. Worst case, I'm going to sew around it. So then I have this fabric that I want to use. I'm just not sure about using it on the back of a tag, but why not? Come on, glue. We don't have all day. Today is not going to be an hour-long video. I am kind of tired of doing hour-long videos. I'm sure nobody wants to watch hour-long videos. That's just so long. Okay. Put this on here. This can dry. It is seeping through, but that's okay. It dries clear anyway. So then we have these two, and these two I'm just going to leave exactly like they are. I don't want to really do a whole lot with them, I don't think. I am going to put an eyelet in and say that that's all she wrote. I have a little bit of arthritis in my hands, and pushing this is very, very difficult some days. But I think it's on there. I'm not overly excited about it, but it's on there. That one went in like butter. And that one's attached now too. There we go. So I can just take a piece of netting and I'll just cut a little strip of it, 2 little strips of it. There we go. Put it through, tie a little knot. Come on, go through. There we go. Whoops, I don't want it to go to the side. Well, it wants to be on the side. That's one. Let's do the other one a little different. Let's stick this through. Maybe. There she goes. Come around. That works way better, so that's what I'm going to do with this one as well. Nothing, it doesn't always have to be crazy elaborate with lots of decorations on it and stuff. Like, sometimes you just want a simple tag. There we go. Those are done. These will take a little bit to dry. So I will finish these. Once they're dry, I will come back to these and show you what I'm doing with them. These are also going to need, all right, sorry for the interruption. So I think I may put some lace right along here, so when we're putting this on the edge of the paper, it'll have, or I can put some of this behind. No, that's too much. I don't even know if I want to put any more lace on there. I want to think about that. Oh, that was my landlord, and he scared me half to death. I am trying to see if I have something that would work with this. This color would actually be very nice to go behind here. Or the red. I like the red. I also like the blue. I keep wanting to put the blue in there, which is so funny because I don't really like blue. But for this journal with the brown, it just works so well. It's, yeah, let's do that on this edge. Oh my goodness, I am completely shaky because he really scared me half to death. Do I want to go like this, or do I want to put it behind here? I think I want to put it behind, and then it'll be really stuck once I glue this to the side of the page. And I can just use my regular tacky glue for this. I may put a piece of tape over top too, just to make sure that it is not going to go anywhere. Whew. There we go. Grab a piece of masking tape and put that on there. If we're gluing this to the page, it doesn't really matter how we attach it to here. So now we have a beautiful piece of lace sticking out from there. And I may do the same on the... That's a teeny tiny little piece of lace. That's not going to work very well. I have a little bigger piece right there. So let's put that on that side. He was just coming to tell me that he needs to turn the hot water off tomorrow morning, and if I was going to be home at 8:30, and I told him that no, I will be at work that time, so if you want to play with the water, you go right ahead. Okay, make sure this is well attached. There we go. That's not going to go anywhere. And I'm just going to cut this down a little bit so that it looks prettier. There we go. So I think by this weekend I will be ready to sew in my signatures. I'm excited because that pretty much means that then I have the cover left, and that's it. Once the cover is done, closure is done, then we have all the ephemera made. It is pretty much ready to go. So tomorrow I want to take a look and see what I want to do on all the page edges, so then I'll put these in as well, but maybe not, because I need to find these grommets first. All right, that was it for today. Have a lovely evening, and if you're watching this, that means that I have managed to edit the video. You will not have heard me scream, and I have learned something new. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to follow me and see where I'm taking this journal to. Thank you. Bye.